When is the wedding? When's the big day?
So I've connected with chefs, photographers, videographers.
And we're hoping for it to be a destination wedding, summer of 2026. Wow.
Summer 26? Y'all went on this show in 2023. 3 years later, it's some Pam and Roy shit. If you don't get that Office reference, I can't fuck with you. He ain't trying to marry that girl.
Started talking, had you laughing for an hour or two. Got me looking at you like, what kind of flower are you, man?
Caleb, you were Aria's trial marriage partner.
Yeah.
And you guys got close in that time. Have you reached out to each other for support or for any communication throughout this?
Mariah, be still. She didn't ask you.
Yeah, but were you not looking at my stories, liking my stories for a whole like week and a half and liking? And you're out here lurking on my page, liking my stuff, and then you blocked me, and then I was unblocked. Like, you're giving off mixed signals if you're engaged and happy. The way you guys act sometimes to me is fake. Mariah, even in our experience, you're out here calling him every night. Every night. You guys are talking on the phone for 2 hours in the bathroom. To me, it looks like you don't trust him.
Can I just pause you? There's just so much that was just said.
Yeah, there was. The IG stuff, who cares? Every nigga does that. Seriously, ladies, stop worrying about whose story your nigga watches. Instagram is like the streets. Bad bitch walk by, we gon' look. Might even toss her a compliment. Don't mean shit. But my personal biggest takeaway from this exchange was the fact that she was calling and talking to him for 2 hours every night. Like, that kind of defeats the purpose. Production has got to start cutting communication between the original couples. Like, they have to. Y'all signed up for this experience. Y'all broke up, quote unquote. Act like it. No contact between exes. No group gatherings with everybody, at least until after the first trial marriage is over.
Where do things stand with you guys today?
It was a very emotional moment. I did act in emotion, but we're not engaged anymore.
To back up really quickly, Aria, you said yes because you had heard all of the things that you wanted to hear from Scotty in the last few years of you dating, but that you realized very quickly that you made a mistake. When did you break off the engagement?
A day later.
A day later?
After the proposal?
Thank God, man. I said it though. I said she was caught up in the moment. Her emotions took over. Huh? Y'all aren't gonna believe this. Okay, yeah. Live footage of Aria's DMs.
Scotty, how is this from your perspective?
I feel like...
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It was rough hearing that Aria had a miscarriage. You know, that sucks. I think the stress of the relationship caused it. In the end, though, man, I'm glad that she's rid of the albatross that was that unequally yoked relationship.
I told her I needed time to process things. And she wanted to go back to what we were doing. She was upset that we didn't spend Christmas together.
We did spend Christmas together.
We even had a real conversation one time because you said that we shouldn't be talking to the opposite sex. And
yes, we did move out. We moved across the street from each other. We were still talking on the phone, 2 o'clock in the morning. We were still seeing each other. We spent Thanksgiving together. We were in this like gray area.
The truth is in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he was clear about not wanting to be exclusive, but at the same time, he was still giving her that exclusive dick. So here's the problem. Like, if we're speaking literally, I'm actually on JR's side because I'm sure that he was very clear with her about not wanting to commit. And she decided to keep fucking him knowing this. Like, that's on her. But it's also on him to know better because it ain't like y'all got kids together. If this was some baby mama, baby daddy shit, it's par for the course. I wouldn't even have shit to say because once you create a life with somebody, like, y'all a family shit. I just see that differently. But if y'all don't have kids and you know she wants to get married and you also know that you want to sleep with as many Sandy variants as possible, stop fucking that girl, bro. Selfish ass nigga. Damn, man, we trying to get in there.
Now that I'm not delusionally in love anymore, I can see the red flag. Even before watching back everything, which solidified my thoughts about you. A day before we started the experience, I got DMs from a woman with screenshots of her and JR's conversation with him flirting with her. You are a liar. You literally told me you guys kissed twice. Sandy initiated it. Nothing was going on. I wasn't that into her. Nick reached out to have a conversation a couple weeks back, and we were talking about it, and he's like, they may have fucked.
No, we didn't. We did not.
Apparently, we'll never know. But I'd be willing to bet large sums of money that they at the very least know what each other's private parts feel like on some level.
The thought was there. And now watching it back, the passion between the two of you, it's not as if you guys were just like, You know, it was hot and heavy, and it was above my head. Like, and I mean above my head, like physically. I don't know if everybody quite understands that they lived above me. I didn't want to know that. I didn't try to know that. I was walked out into an interview, sat down, and looked up, and there they are. And it was just like, wonderful neighbors. Like, this is great.
That's fucked up. Now we're gonna get into Nick and his alcohol abuse, but I'd like to meet the nigga who wouldn't crash out, knowing that you're alone in this experience and that the woman you love is living above you with this nigga.
I am open to dibbling, dabbling in a different relationship. Ain't no cameras in the room. Like, let's do us. We gotta experience what it's like to be married, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna, like, have sex with you.
What if I like the foot thing?
Oh.
Till we get that far? Obviously, I have a high sex drive. I like a good blowjob. With the vibrator.
Oh.
Are you making me and salmon?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it dry or is it juicy?
No, it's nice and moist.
Like you? I could get you pregnant or something.
Oh, my God.
I like season 1 though. Like Jake, Zay, Randall. Like, I'm trying to be on that vibe for 3 weeks. I got a whole pass.
Advise Nick, I would have had hoes in that apartment, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about. Y'all would have hated me on this show because fuck a hall pass, nigga. I would have skipped school. I would have been throwing parties. I'd be at the strip club. Bitch, I'm single. Fuck a bottle, nigga. I'm drowning my sorries in some puss. Think about it. We hardly even saw Sandy talk to any other man. Like, she made a beeline for the horniest, most disrespectful nigga in the cast. Of course Nick crashed out. At the same time, Nick, you can't be on here snapping at your trial partner. Dave and Vanessa left, so it still fucked them, but if Nick was tripping on her, then she shouldn't have to stay in that environment. Two things can be true. Nick was wrong, but his spiral was completely understandable. And I can admit, I've been hard on Sandy. But she knew Nick was a crash out candidate and still did things on here intentionally to antagonize him. So while I haven't necessarily been fair to her, who cares? Like, she's pretty, she's white, she has enough advantages in life. She don't need my support. To be clear, I'm not supporting Nick either. I'm just offering a different perspective.
During girls' night, you falsely reassured me when I didn't even ask for it. And it's like a complete lie. So why reassure me saying nothing's going on? It's like we're not even dating if that's not the truth.
I understand.
You should have just said nothing at all.
You're right, I shouldn't have.
And this is why. I feel like Sandy tries to deflect by talking about how unhinged Nick is and then turning on the waterworks. But none of us forced you to date him for however many years you did. You know what they say about the company you keep. So if Nick is such a terrible person, and before y'all try to apply that logic to Zaina, she was being lied to. Like, she was being deceived.
I was sad, I was sick, I was using alcohol to, you know, to try to numb myself. I was self-medicating. Seeing her touch and flirt in front of another man like that quick was fucking hard. Like, I don't know. I saw date 1. I felt abandoned, I felt unloved, I felt scared, and a lot of that darkness, unfortunately, was directed at Sandy. She was getting bombarded with an emotionally aggressive energy from me.
There it is, man. He foolishly came on this show with a woman who didn't love him and tried to drink the pain away. Not what I would do, but I understand. Now, what did we learn, class? What is our biggest takeaway from this season? If your answer is that there are now 2 absolute fucking dime pieces back on the market, you're absolutely right. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Appreciate y'all.
I came empty-handed, but I'm leaving with 3. Plus I made about a G, cause I made them tip me.